Hey guys, we are not live, but I know I have to go live here shortly because I was supposed to be live earlier for Final Fantasy 13. Push the record button for City Skylines, but I forgot to push the record button. So anyway, for today's agenda, I have a couple of things that we're going to do. I'm still going to follow the plan that I had in mind. We're going to purchase those three there. And then I am going to purchase you as well. Okay, so first off, we need, because I noticed that we need, some stone. So, first off, we're going to shift and move you out of the way. Then we're going to gather some stone mining. I want to put in as much as I can. We're going to put one here. Okay, and then I'm going to place you there, and of course let's go put you there, and then we'll go and then what I'm going to do is we're going to take and throw you there, and then we can throw a few extra industrial just to throw a little bit of extra industrial down there. Okay, now that's all we're doing. We have a couple of stone mines that's going to help us in for right now. Now, over here, I'm going to update the Bird Song Grove, for... Okay. all I'm doing is removing the area node. And then all I'm doing is we're just going to put it just barely off the coast. Okay. And then we'll go right about there. Okay. Now, the reason why that is the Birdsong EE is going to be our other big European style of a district. Now, over here, we're going to shift and we're going to create a new district. Okay? Now, of course, I'm going to need to do a couple of things. We're going to need to, one, we're going to need to shift you. Okay? We're going to shift and put you there. Then, we're going to go into our water. Okay. Oh. There. Okay. Now there's a reason why I am actually going to have to go over here and add you as well. Only because of the way that their waterways is going to be set up. Now, of course, down here, we're going to find that we're going to still do our one-way road, like I always like doing, but we're going to come from over here first. And we're going to go completely there. Then we're going to take the exact same thing, except this time we're going to shift that way. And then what we do is then I'm going to take and we're going to we're going to nope, that's not even straight. There we go, 90. Okay. Now, this is going to be 90. Now this one here, along this path, there is going to be a reason. Okay. We're going to start going over to this side. At some point, we'll start going over to that side of the island. I am pretty much basically adding ways of doing things and getting things, doing stuff and things, so that we can start getting our water. Now, I know that they have this on a medium low-sized waterway. And I'm gonna keep it that way, except for hold on. Where's the waterway? Because what I'm going to do is we'll go down to here, create you, and then put in. Nope, we'll go put back the small waterway. Put the large waterway there. Now, we won't be able to put the large waterway there. Okay. But we will be able to put a waterway there, and then put you there, and then we take the large there, just to kind of throw it there, and then upgrade you, and that's for it, so that
a driving advisory has been issued for
now
the
actually
immediate
what we
area
need to
due
do
to
is we
poor
can't
road
do it like that.
conditions. Please exercise caution if
Okay.
you must drive and
We
try
are going
to stay
to
off the
need
streets until
to
conditions
create
improve.
the two-lane.
This has been a local public service announcement. Recent spikes in demand have led to
Waterway
temporary
needs
local
to be
shortages in the city's fresh water supply.
like that,
The public should
because
be aware
of the
that we are
way
struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a
the
local
roads are
public
going to
service
have to be set
announcement.
up down here. Okay. It's still going to be a two-lane road.
Time to squeeze in one more quick question,
because
and then that's it for tonight, listeners.
Because this is the
Okay,
only
let's
part
see.
of
Laura write that she
the
never really understood what
road that's
counterpoint
going
means.
to be a
Glad you asked,
two
Laura.
ways.
It's quite easy.
On the other side, it's
In the
going to be
language
two
of
ways.
music theory,
But
counterpoint is
up
a
to this
composition
point, it's
technique
going to be a
in which
one-way
two or more
perpendicular
melodies,
road.
lines
And on
complement
the
one
other
another,
side, it will
but
not be.
act independently.
So what we need to do is we need to come down here.
We're live.
We're going to
and
take
we're
the
getting
two-lane
reports about a traffic
drawbridge.
accident,
Now, of course, this is probably not going to be the
somewhere,
best thing,
in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched,
but
and
we
traffic
might be
flow
able to
should
find
return
some
to
other
normal.
ways
But if you're
of.
planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently, that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank
psyche.
you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to
And
getting
then I
out and enjoying
think-
a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day, every day, rain or
Or we
shine.
could do something like that. Okay. And then over here, and then over here, we'll do the exact. They can do the exact same thing over here. Now, let's go and follow the 2-lane truss bridge again. Two-lane truss bridge. No. Okay. And then now that says it's 180. 80, that's 90 degrees right to there, so that's good. Okay, let's see if we can follow So then, there's no way it'll just have to be a normal. A normal 6-lane bridge. It's going to feel weird. It's gonna feel weird having this here, so I want to try something. We could do the wooden. And then I think that's there. I think that'll be better option, but then we go 2-lane. Going down. Okay, and it's 2 lanes, and one way, it's all going um, this way. So if we really think about it, that the roads are going this way, we could do the other one going the opposite direction. But I don't want to do that or set up a road that's similar to the other side. I think what I want to do is take this and make it like as if the 2-lane road converges into each other and goes in one direction, as if it's like a highway. We could turn this into like a highway connection, but there is no highway connection, and the only other connection is we could create another boat dock over there. I think it's just going to be what we do is I'm going to stick to what I'm going to do with this. We'll try this out first. So what we need to do is we're going to stick to doing like what we did with the other road and having it go like that. Okay? It's still going to follow similar pace. Then all I'm going to do is we're going to follow similar thing, except we're going to take out the middle. Okay. For it. And that's what it's going to do, is then we're going to take and we'll throw those in right now for big 2-lane, so that when you do, for it's the only portion, the only other one that I wanted to make is this would have to be utilized and in order for even for the waterways for it I want to see if we can maybe take you back a little bit and see if we can create one. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so the only problem is we're gonna go page up one more. But this one, I'm still going to utilize like the smaller bridge, because that's just going to allow for it to be better. And then all I'm going to do is we're going to go okay. But I feel like that we're gonna go level it. And then I'm going to slowly start shifting level there. And then what we'll do is it'll take and we'll soften up and make it like an artificial, like it's an artificial thing. And then let's go find our soften tool again. Okay. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we can add that, just add that to that end. And then now we could also have done a 4-lane drawbridge, but I don't want that to impede on the thing of having the drawbridge being impeded, because to be honest, if I wanted to, we could let's try this. I would have to recreate that. We couldn't have it because of the way the width of this road is. We would end up having to go there. And it wouldn't be able to fit, so no. So, and I want to be able to have the large pathway there. So, the big truss bridge going over the top, and making it look there.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling
Let's go with an
blackouts.
increased brush
We urge
strength.
the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're back on the atmospheric piano channel, brought to you by Liz Peterson. I want to share a funny story with you, lovely listeners. We all know Beethoven, right? But did you know that despite his mathematical complexity of his compositions, Beethoven always struggled with numbers? He left school at age of 11 after learning how to add and subtract, but before learning how to multiply or divide. As a result, he found it difficult to keep track on his finances. Luckily, his compositions didn't struggle with numbers.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores. bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but
where's
I'm looking
this
forward
at?
to getting out and enjoying
We
a
need to
nice walk in the fresh
add
air later today.
the
This
soften
is local
tool.
weather with you all day, every day, rain or shine.
Add a soften tool. And now, let's add that. Actually, I'm wondering. And then yeah, it doesn't matter. I think I'd rather just place you there. There, and then I think we could go with that 4-lane divided to kind of give it there. Now, I am wondering. And then okay, so that's not going to do us really any that good. Now I could do a double deckered and have it like what I did with the other one. We could also just go and do, I want to try different ones and see how they look. We've got the 4-lane truss one, so let's go up by up a couple more. That one, let me go down one. That's just... Okay. Let me go down one more through it. Okay, so let me wonder if we go up just a tad bit. Okay. And go up just another slight tad bit. Okay. And then we just go that way. And then and you know what? I think that and then all I have to do is you go up a page, 90, and then we can do that. Okay. And then over here, we'll do the North American side over here. But we are going to do the Netherlands right next to here. Now, of course, what's going to happen is we need to also make sure that we need to look at the prospect of wind? Where's our wind at? Ground pollution, noise pollution, water, air. Okay, so our air, for it is going to the, from here, it's going that way. That way. So that's just going to make things a little bit better in terms of how things are set up. But let's go, before we do go in, okay, we're gonna go out that way, and then get our connection there. Okay. And then to create out the other connection there. Okay. Now, that's going to be great. That's going to allow for us to get connections from another location, allowing for us to get in the importance of the way things are going to be done in the city. Now, of course, I'm going to tell you guys, we are trying to get through things. We are going to create our Netherlands district, though, right now, as I'm thinking about it. So here's how I'm going to do it. We're going to connect. We are going to create a connection there for it. And then what we're going to do is then I am going to create a connection going through that point. Okay. And then I'm going to create a connection here. Maybe full 90. We're not going to go all the way up to that point. I don't even think we need to go that up the height to begin with.
Whether you're into the classics or the more contemporary stuff, this is your channel. I'm Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's
Okay.
right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news.
And then
joined
we're
today by an
just going
expert
to
guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the
add a
people trying to
connections
move here, right?
to that point.
Humans
I
are
am going to
programmed
take
desire
a
certain
single
representations within ideological reward
line
structures,
connection and go
which are
connect up to that
entirely
point.
apart from the actual
Just a single line
rewards
there.
employed. For example, consider capital.
It's not going to be straight, and I don't want that to be straight.
Is the housing shortage going
And
to
then
make
we'll
me
connect.
richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes,
Up
in
here.
the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of
Priority.
Interesting news from
So
the
now
city's
I'm going
export
to
division.
start
Sources tell
here
us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
on
And
a
you know
random
what that means,
location.
folks.
Actually,
it means
no.
we're not cutting
I'm
things
going to
close enough.
make a
Well,
connection.
no, the point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade
don't
balance
get-
and the economy is booming. More after this.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
No. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is we're going to do is going to make continuously okay. And then we got one there and add an additional connection there. Then what I'm going to do is here we're going to create a one-way connection there, and we'll create a one-way connection that way. I think what I'll do is we'll upgrade that to 2-lane for it, and then we'll come over here. I will create a connection there just to give them an extra connection. Create one there, and then I'm going to create a separate, just a tiny little curve right off the end. And for this area. Now, let's go over here. We're going to create our district tool. We're going to start by shifting that to meet that connection. We're going to start create our connection that's going to go up to here. Okay. Now it's going to be called Blackbird Meadows. If we would recall it something a little bit different, but our Netherlands kind of district, I need to look more into it, but we're going to this one. we are going to, um, this one's going to be more of an encouraged to bike district, where you're going to be encouraged for biking. But, what I want to do is we're going to go to NL. Okay. We're going to go and create our 3 medium, 2 small, and then we will put in I want to add in that small parking there. And we can throw the canopy park just to kind of give some parking for the ferry, because that's where people can start utilizing that to coming into our city. Now, this is going to follow the Netherlands setup. Now, I need to look into okay. Now what we're going to need to do, we're going to go here, here. This one's gonna be prioritized. Um, it's not going to be encouraged for biking, it's just going to be built in a way that encourages kind of the biking mentality down here. Here. We do need some road maintenance, so what I'm going to do is just to add an additional thing down there. Yep, okay. Kind of. Throw that into play. I am going to a lot of people are gonna hate me, but they're gonna love me at the same time. Because I'm switching over to utilizing we're gonna have to clear these out for
Hi guys, Liz here.
a good
Loving
reason.
those harmonies. Let's keep the mojo going and queue up for the next one. Don't touch that dial.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be quite a sight.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
That's that modular one. I don't want the modular one there. Just kind of throw parking down there. Okay, so now how we're gonna do this is I want to throw commercial along the outer rims. And then I think I want to go with a lot of low dense housing in here. Because that's just going to okay. Now, over here, we're still gonna have the Netherlands. We are going to give us a small medical clinic. Okay, the small medical clinic, we're going to put a small medical clinic there. Okay, just the medical clinic. And then, I'd feel bad putting a crematorium down there. So I'm going to put a crematorium on the opposite side of here. Okay. Then we need to go to find the Netherlands, small, have a small, small fire, but I want to go with the large fire, but I want to, let me come back. Let me go down here. We're going to go to NL. I'm going to put the elementary school. And then I'm going to put the high school down here as well. As well. And then that's just the high school sit there, and then I'm going to put the and then I think I can put the large fire station down there. Down there. Now, it will not come with a helipad, but unless I relocate you maybe over there. just to have that available. And then I think we do need a police. Nope, I need to find the... Then we can put the Netherlands police station down here. And the police station here will only operate for that district. This will operate only for that district, for it. And then this is no, there's gotta be and then I think what I'll do is we'll move you up further. Okay. And then okay. And then I'm going to and you I'm trying to change and see if we can take and okay. And then we just shift and add our district there, and then we do the same thing, we just go there, because that is still kind of like the Eastern Europe kind of thing, and I don't want these guys. Well, hold on. I can, if I'm not mistaken, I think I can change those to being European. European, because we kind of shifted that will that'll stay there. I don't care for it. Okay, so now I am going to create we'll create this modular 2, 3, 4. am going to put a... No, hold on, it's over here. Okay. Put a couple parking spots in that location. Now, we're gonna go to EE. Okay. We'll put the small elementary school down in here. E. I actually... place the EE college over there. And then... I can throw the small EE...
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions
Then we can
improve.
throw in...
This has been a local public service announcement.
I hope you're having a great time. This is Liz Peterson on the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be quite a sight.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want
Now
to
let's
wait a little
go
while
back
until
over
everything clears
here.
up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to getting
And
out
I think what
enjoying
we'll
a
start
nice walk in
with-
the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day, every day, rain or shine.
I'm gonna start with medium. With medium housing. And then I think what we can do is we'll do... a little bit of like regular like EU commercial there, just because there's not a typical normal and then we go back to EE, Eastern Europe, and we'll throw in except for there. We'll throw in Europe on that end. Yeah, see, that does not look right. Okay, and now that one's not quite directly right. There we go, 90 degrees. Alright. And we'll go for another. Another set of medium housing. Actually, hold on. I think we can do something a little bit better. I think what we can do is add an alleyway. Add an alleyway there. Just cause that just seems right for an alleyway. Not a lot of alleyways do I place, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it there for you guys today. I am going to cancel the Final Fantasy 13 episode live stream for YouTube. That was supposed to be out today already, but it is not. But anyway, what's this one? It's North American. But I think we got a decent city. Like, to me, this just feels right to building a place for it. So So we are doing stuff and things. We are going to... I am going to start down here. I think what we'll do is just start it down here. But before we do, I want to make a thing. We're going to shift over here. And I think what we'll do is we're gonna come down here, we're gonna create the North American style down here. North American style low dense housing as you are coming in. Then I'll create the waterfront housing there. There. And then and then what we're going to do is then connect that down there so that they have access. And then I do need I am going to add a second sewage outlet, just because I think we're gonna need it, just as a extra precaution. So I think that's gonna be it for this one. Now down here we do not have electricity. Our electricity availability is not great. Okay. We do not have the greatest thing when it comes to that, but and now can go underneath.
A driving advisory has
I
been
wanna
issued for the
put
immediate
a-
area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive,
I think
and
I
try
want
to
to
stay off the
throw
streets until
a
conditions improve. This has been a local public
small
service
substation right there
A
next
driving
to.
advisory has been issued for the
that.
immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has
Just to
been
add
a
that
local
connection
public service
there.
announcement.
And then
I think we have time to squeeze in one more quick question, and then that's it for tonight, listeners. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
I want to throw
Laura
up
wrote
two
that she never
because
really
having a
understood what
transformer
counterpoint means. Glad you asked, Laura. It's quite easy. In the language of
Just
music
in
theory,
case.
counterpoint is a composition technique in which two or more melodies lines complement one another
Yeah.
but act independently.
This just in from traffic.
That
If
will
you're
give
thinking
us
about
more
hitting the
of
streets, you can expect
electricity.
delays on
We
the
have
major
two
roads,
of the
especially
coal
during rush hour.
plants.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like
We
everyone is
do
in a hurry
use
to
a
get somewhere
variety.
fast.
Having a
It's worth
variety,
slowing down.
and
and if you can, plan
you
your
know,
trip
even having
outside the
creating a
rush.
gas plant
Oh,
too.
I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than
But
have to
I
start
don't think we're
thinking
gonna
about
need it
all
right
the
now.
time.
When we
Besides, if
do
I
get
did
that
I'd
opportunity,
never
I
get
will build
anywhere.
the gas plant to have
Industry in the
different
region is
energy
on the rise,
consumption.
and when business is doing
um,
well, that
stuff.
floats
But
our boats.
There's no
I am
sinking
gonna
this
tell
boat,
you,
Glenda.
we're gonna end it there
We're
for
looking
today.
at clear and sunny
I know
skies
it's an hour and
across the
30
region
minutes
today.
long,
Don't know
longer
about
than
you,
a normal.
I'm looking forward to
But
getting
because
out
we
and
needed
enjoying
to
a
get
nice
some power,
walk
we
in
need
the
to get
fresh
things
air
into
later today.
our
This is local
city.
weather with you all day.
We've got
every
our
day.
Blackbird
rain or
Meadows,
shine.
our Netherlands district. The Netherlands district is gonna primarily be focused through that. No. Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit further there with this. An L, low dense gable roof housing. Just because I feel like we could get a little bit more in there. And then come in. I'll put commercial. There. You know what? I'll even throw a single commercial district down there. Smaller. For it. So, we are getting stuff and things. We are getting things. Getting where. And to be honest, the low dense housing, not everything in the EU, not everything is being down here. I am going to say that, I'm gonna put a Chipper's Fun Park down here. We'll put a couple of large parks. Our skate park down here. The outdoor gym down there. To kind of throw a and I think a large playground. And just allow to have some stuff that's important down here, giving people more options, more things. But anyway, this one I believe is going to be episode 6. So anyway, we will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. I will try not to do longer videos. I like to do an hour-long videos, but this one just happened to take a little bit longer than needed. So, anyway, I'm going to get off. I am going to tell you, if you guys want to see live streams, the link's on the screen for you guys to go and check out the Twitch side of things. It's the only thing that's always on the sponsored side of things. If you want to see some other content, make sure you guys are subscribed here on this YouTube channel. And you guys can check out all my other content through my link tree and stuff. To that. So, anyway, we will catch you guys tomorrow for probably most likely city. Most likely, if you guys are watching this at the time of this, don't know yet. Because to be honest, don't know when the next City Skylines will be out. But anyway. I usually try to get them out on Saturdays, but that doesn't always be the case. So, anyway, we will catch you guys later. And when you subscribe, make sure that bell notification with the all so you can stay up to date, because you never know when YouTube's going to decide to do that. Sometimes you might get set to personalized, and you're not set to personalize. You're set to personalized, but you actually might not have clicked all. So just try all that. You might have to switch it out and back again, just so YouTube can send it out to you. So, anyway, we'll catch you guys later.